next Wednesday.
Andrea Barnes, your professionalism has been called into question.
There's only one episode left before the mid-season finale.
When I do make partner, hell's gonna seem like a paradise.
Over my dead body.
Now you really trying to make my day.
And nothing can be taken for granted.
A staff member has voiced some concerns.
Miss Mott, Dr. Phillips found something she would like to discuss with you.
What's wrong? I'm gonna ask the questions now. Kimberly Potter, what happened to her?
Tyler Perry.
Well, first of all, props to everyone who sent me the trailer, as well as the social media accounts for Sistas for getting the trailer out right as the episode ended. Thank you so much. Please do the same thing next week. That's the last time I'm going to ask you, because the week after next is the finale. So if you give me that finale trailer right after the penultimate episode, I'll be very happy. So, Season 7, Episode 10, The Good Fight. Now remember, the synopsis that was released was actually a recycled synopsis from Season 6, Episode 10. Something to the effect of Maurice puts it all on the line to save a friend, and Danny regrets a Preston decision. That synopsis is null and void, so we don't have a synopsis. All we have is the trailer and the end credit promo to go off of. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not too hyped for this episode. The trailer kind of looks meh. As in, this is the penultimate episode, so we're definitely setting things up for what is hopefully a very, 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 very good finale, or mid-season finale. So before going into the trailer breakdown, please take a moment. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe as we get closer to 300,000 subscribers here on the channel. My social media links are in the description below. Please follow me on all those various platforms. And hit the notification bell. That way you are aware whenever I post content on the channel. So, kind of going on from where we left off. I mean, Gary's just, I don't know what the heck is going on with Gary. Seriously, I wish I knew what was going on with Gary. They're just really hyping up his villain persona. He's becoming more and more unhinged. But I have to say, despite how crazy they are making Gary this season, that still does not outdo the just pure stupidity of Penelope. Now, some people are saying like, well, Jeremy, maybe she's working with the FBI or something. And I want to believe that, but something tells me that we're just watching Andy 2.0. A woman, a seemingly good woman that has been corrupted by Gary's toxicity. And you got to think, Andy told Penelope, hey, Kimberly Porter, Gary's, high school ex-girlfriend, or the girl he went to junior prom with, disappeared. Never found her. Get far, far away. Just go. Slowly pack your things at home. Hide those items. And it sounded like, as soon as Andy would give a call, it's like, look, I know a friend who can hide you away until we put Gary away for good. Instead of distancing herself from Gary, she's going right into the lion's mouth. Kimberly Porter, what happened to her? I'm asking the questions now. And then she hands Gary the picture. And I'm thinking, Penelope, what do you hope to accomplish? Unless you have like a bunch of federal agents or something who are going to bust through the window or come up through the floor or, fall through the roof, or what are you planning to accomplish? You're literally reopening a case that Gary may or may not have anything to do with. And if he did, he's going to be on edge, and she going to die. She probably going to get shot in the head by Hudson or something. I don't know. But this is just painfully stupid. Okay, next up. Now, we have, I believe, a nurse calling Karen over the phone. And she is told that Dr. Phillips, who, if I remember correctly, Dr. Phillips is the doctor who examine Karen when she went to the hospital. Because remember, Kathy was that nurse that drew blood from Zach and said Zarin. Dr. Moore was the doctor who, Sabrina was talking to, and the doctor who, stuck the needle in Karen's stomach. But if you remember when Karen first went first went to the hospital several episodes ago, before she went to Zach in the middle of the night saying I scheduled a DNA test, that's that doctor. So she apparently found something while looking at Karen's amniocentesis, but Karen's test. When she was looking at Karen's test, there was something that they found that she would like to talk with Karen about. This could lead to the scene that we saw from that photo that Sistas released last week, where you had Aaron, Zach, and Karen in the hospital room together. This could be it. But, I mean, it doesn't necessarily explain why Aaron is there, but I don't know. Maybe Miss Lisa has something to do with that, because Karen did tell her mom about the twins, but the DNA test results won't be back for a couple of days. But I don't know. Maybe Miss Lisa called in saying, "Hey, my daughter's having twins. The the paternity test won't be back for a couple of days, but I think you should be here." It's just one of those things. You never know. Then we have Mrs. Willis. This is something else. So first of all, Andy and Jordan must have spent the night together at the penthouse, and they're looking at the TV's playing in the background. Then the reporter is on the news saying, "We're outside the location where we believe that Congress or City Councilman Jordan has been staying." And like, wait, is that my place? And I'm thinking, wow, this is crazy. Because I'm thinking, like, I hope no helicopter or nothing flies by the window and then we see these two on television in bed. That would be pretty awkward. So that's weird. Not to mention, Jordan has his own place. Like, why all of a sudden would they be scouting out the penthouse? This seems a bit weird to me, but then again, a lot of weirder things have happened in this show. But from there, Mrs. Willis kind of rips Andy a good one, saying, Miss Andrea Barnes, your professionalism has been called into question. Now, is this in reference to her back and forth with Gary in last night's episode? I don't know. I'm thinking that it might, and this is just me speculating here, maybe, just maybe, this could be some sort of test, because remember, Mrs. Willis told, Marie told Andy that, because I think Andy said, well, is there anything I can do, for you, or anything I can do to convince you? And Mrs. Willis said, well, first of all, Marie said, you should never ask that question, because that's what she looks for in, a representative. Basically, the person who she chooses to represent her, whether it be a lawyer, an accountant, or whoever, is someone who is already doing everything they can in order to improve the situation. So this could be a test of character. I don't know. She seems like that old wise sage character. Like, she gave Gary some solid advice that I have no doubt he's not going to follow. Stop this. Get off this train you're on right now before you get hurt. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably going to build up to the season finale or the series finale or something. But basically, I don't know. Whatever Marie tells Andy, it makes her broken, because her face is all puffy, or her eyes are all puffy and whatnot, because Mrs. Willis, Marie just gets up and leaves her office. And then Hayden comes in and is like, when I do make partner, hell's going to seem like a paradise around here. And Andy's like, over my dead body. Ooh, now you're really trying to make my day. So yeah, whatever Marie says just gets to Andy. Maybe she did do some more checking into Andy as a person and she didn't like what she saw. I don't know. But it goes back to the theme of what I do appreciate this season of some of these characters finally dealing with the consequences and repercussions of their actions. And it's not just Zach. You know what, like Heather, a woman he slept with way back in the day. Just because a person tries to do better in their life, whether it be because of financial gain, they have a significant other that brings out the best in them, that does not change the fact that they made poor decisions in the past. And whether it be a child, a tarnished reputation, things of that nature, that doesn't get wiped away. So I do appreciate that the story does seem to have it where, yeah, things might not be as clean cut and easy for Andy as she expects it to be. Because to me, I don't think she deserves partner. That's just me. All right, 2 more scenes to talk about here. So it looks like they are at Tony's juice bar. We got Danny, I believe, Rich's juice bar. We got Tony and his kids and Danny. And Danny's sitting with the kids like, hey, I think you'll be, great. I would like to start over. Maybe we can be friends. And then Junior looks at his sister. Really? Well, our friends usually give us gifts. And I'm like, that's classic kid behavior. It's like, okay, let's see if we can, mooch some gifts out of our dad's new girlfriend or something like that. Unbeknownst to them, Danny ain't really made of money, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But I wonder if interacting with these kids could be the thing that makes or breaks Danny's relationship with Tony, because yeah, dating someone with kids is a lot. But I mean, on the bright side, she skipped right over the diaper stage, and now she's dealing with a couple of preteens, because Junior is 12 and I think his daughter is 11. So yeah, we're looking at the preteen range here. So are they Bebe's kids? We don't die, we multiply. So then the final thing to talk about is Sabrina talking with I think her boss at the bank, saying like, look, I'm not looking for a handout, I'm just asking for what I deserve. And then the boss, I forget her name, but she's the one who was making the choice between who would be the bank manager. And she gave the hint of the position of, hey, the position is going to be up on the HR site soon. So Paige, Sabrina, make sure you apply. But then she says a staff member has voiced some concerns. And of course, we know that is Paige. My question is, will Sabrina combat these quote unquote concerns by mentioning Paige micromanaging? And then, of course, the one time that she told one of Sabrina's customers wrong information and that Sabrina had to course correct it. So I wonder if it has anything to do with like that scene where you have more than $20,000 in your drawer or something like that. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below in regards to this trailer and each scene we talked about. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of meh to the trailer. It's like, it's all right, but there really isn't a scene that pops out to me or has me super excited. I could be wrong, but I do not believe we saw any sign of Zach and Fatima in this trailer. I do not think we saw Zach and Fatima in this trailer. Let me go by and skim it one more time to make sure. Because I just remember the big deal everybody's talking about is the Penelope scene and her just for whatever reason deciding to go see Gary. Well, yeah, we do see Fatima and Zach in a non-speaking blinking you missing moment, but it seems like they reused some scenes from last night's episode. But there we go, the penultimate episode of The Good Fight. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It looks like The Good Fight could indeed be pertaining to both Andy and Sabrina, both in situations where they're trying to win the good fight for the sake of their jobs, with Andy trying to convince Marie to, hey, please be my client. And then, of course, scoring a billionaire as her, client would definitely propel her to the partner position. And then with Sabrina, she's trying to fight against her workplace Karen in order to become bank manager. So let me know your thoughts, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.